Hi, my name is Gabriel Alpin, founder of Alpin OS, and we are a client acquisition agency. So we don't just promote our clients' products or services, we actually take full responsibility in every step needed to convert strangers into their high-paying customers. And in this video, I'm going to give you a breakdown on all of the steps that we take to go about this process in turning strangers into customers. So the first thing that we do is create your offer. So this comes with two pieces. There's your avatar, and then there's the offer itself. So as far as the avatar goes, we want to figure out who we're speaking with that has the problem that you're able to solve. And so depending on our messaging, we're either going to be speaking with people that prefer something more affordable or something more premium or something in between. And depending on where they're at, we want to figure out what kind of pain points they have that are tied to the positions that they're in. And so once we know what kind of avatar we're dealing with, we then want to make the right offer that will suit them. And so the process that we use to make your offer is based off of Alex Hormozi's dream offer equation. If you don't know Alex Hormozi, he's the founder of acquisition.com. They are a private equity company that does $250 million per year in revenue. And Alex Hormozi is the owner, and he's basically a marketing genius. And so this offer equation is built up of four pieces. Firstly, there's the result. So what is it that your client is actually going to get from working with you? Then there's the perceived likelihood of achievement. So how likely do they feel that they're going to get their result through working with you? And so there's two different ways we can convey this. There's either social proof. So if you can show thousands of case studies and a bunch of video testimonials and reviews, all showing people just like your customer that have achieved the result through working with you. If you can show this to them, they're going to feel more and more comfortable going forward with you, and they'll feel like they're not taking that big of a risk. If you don't have this social proof, or even if you do and you want to boost it even further, then you can offer a guarantee. And so you can either do a money back guarantee, you could keep working until X result is achieved. You can place conditions around it, like so long as they do X, Y, and Z, then you'll give them their money back, whatever it is. The main idea here is to make it feel like as little of a risk as possible for them to move forward with you. And so then there's effort and sacrifice. So what does your customer ultimately have to give up or start doing in order to achieve the result that they'd want to get through working with you? So in the weight loss space, do they have to start working out 3 days per week? And do they have to send in their pictures of food every day? And do they have to step on the scale every single morning and do all these different things? Or is it as easy as just taking a pill and letting Ozempic work its magic? And so you can see why one of those things might be more attractive than the other. And then lastly, there's speed. If you can't beat your competition in any of the three things that I mentioned, or if you're offering the same result and you can't necessarily be less risky or provide something that requires less sacrifice, then you can give them the result faster. Or if you can't give them the result faster, you can make one aspect of your process quicker than everyone else, which would make your customer feel like you're that much better to go with. That's why fast food exists. So we have your offer, and then the next step is making the ads. And so there are three key elements of ads. There is the hook, the value section, and the CTA, or call to action. So the hook is the beginning part of an ad where you want to grasp your avatar's attention. So if it's like a local-based business, you could say, hey, if you're living in this area by this landmark and you're looking to lose weight, then you've called away everyone else who isn't in that area and isn't trying to lose weight, and you only have the attention of these types of people moving forward. And then the value section is going to contain your offer. So you're going to talk about what kind of services you'd be providing or what product you'd be giving them, what's special about yours and what makes you different from the rest of your competition, which would make them feel like they should go with you. And then once you've properly conveyed your offer to your avatar, you're then going to tell them what to do next. That's what the CTA is all about. So they've consumed your information, they want to work with you, what do they do now? And so most of the time, it's click the link below, book a call, or click the link to get your free training, or whatever it is that you're offering. You're going to tell them what step they need to take so that you can guide them through the process. So we have offers, we have ads, now we have bookings. We want to convert as many people as possible that saw your ad and are interested into booked appointments on your calendar. And so the way we go about this process is we want to filter out as many unqualified people as possible. Because when it comes to people that want to work with you, you're going to get two types of people. People that can afford you and are meant to work with you, and then people that either can't afford you or should not work with you. And so we build a funnel which can allow us to filter out these people. So it comes with a landing page, a VSL or a video sales letter, which is like an ad, only it's longer, and it basically goes more in depth on who it is you're really looking to work with, what it is that you do, a little bit more in depth, and basically providing more education to your potential customer so that they can understand more of what they're getting themselves into before they even speak with you. Once they've consumed this content, they are then going to fill out a high intent lead form. And so if it's just putting in their name, their number, and their email, you're going to get a lot of those people. But if you're gonna ask for 3, 4, 5, even 30 more questions, the more work you have to get them to do to come in and talk with you, the more likely they're going to at least really want to work with you. And it gives your salesman a lot less work that they have to do. And so they saw your VSL, they filled out your form, they can book a meeting on your calendar on their own if they'd like. A lot of them won't. So what we do is we respond to leads within 60 seconds of them opting in. Studies have shown that when you respond to a lead within 60 seconds, you increase your chance at closing them into a high-paying customer by 391%. So when all of these leads come in, we're gonna contact them as quickly as we can. We're gonna qualify them, make sure that they're good for the appointments. We're gonna set them up, and then we're gonna follow up with them. We're gonna text them the day before the meeting, morning of the meeting, hour before, all to make sure that they're meant to be on the call and that they're actually gonna make it. And so the last step of this process is closing. And so now we're face-to-face with the prospect. They wanna work with this business, and we like to follow Alex Hormozi's closer framework. So closer is the acronym starting with C. We want to clarify why they're there. So we want to figure out what kind of problem they have and if it really relates to the solution that we have for them. Then we want to label them with the problem. So we're going to repeat back to them what they said to us and make sure that we're on the same page. So we're on this united front against the problem that they have so that we can solve it together. Then we overview their past pain and experiences. So we want to see what they've tried before in the past to achieve this goal or solve this problem and figure out what didn't work, why it didn't work, and hopefully to show more of what it is that you can provide for them that can help them feel like they should work with you. Then you want to sell the vacation. You want to talk about all of the good things that they'll be getting from your program or from your product or from your service, and try to avoid any of the unnecessary features, like how long the onboarding call might take, or how gross the food is, even if it's healthy for you. Try to just stick to all the good things that they are going to get from your product. Then you ask for the sale, and then you explain away concerns. And so if they're hesitating to move forward with you, there's always a reason. And so your job is to uncover what it is that's holding them back, figure out if you actually can come to some resolution with that issue. And if you can, then you can help them to make the decision to ultimately move forward with you because you are going to solve their problem and you're here to help them. And then once they buy, you reinforce the close by onboarding them as quickly as you can and giving them the product as quickly as you can, and then they'll love you forever. And so that is our brief overview of all the steps that we take to acquire customers for our clients. And if you'd like to go a little bit more in depth on each of these steps, the next video is going to be a full deep dive into the offers. And so we're going to go more in depth into how to figure out your avatar and how different forms of messaging would respond to one avatar versus another. And then going deeper into your offer and figuring out all the different ways that you can position yourself aside from your competitors so that you're not just competing on price. And if you like this video, then feel free to subscribe and look out for more content in the future. And if you yourself are a business owner and you're interested in working with me and my team, then you can go to alpin-os.com and we can figure out if we're a good fit to work together. So that being said, stay classy, and I'll see you in the next video.